In a previous video, we kind of looked at the early stages and the early signs that a student could possibly have attention deficit. We looked at that kind of 3 to 4 range, but I wanted to focus on a little bit more when we get into kind of more that traditional school age. And what does that look like in typically seen in a classroom environment? A lot of parents see it in the home environment as well, but in the classroom environment. And some of the first things we can look at is 3 different categories: inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. Those are the 3 areas that we kind of want to focus on at the early stages of schooling. So the first would be that inattention. Does the student lose interest? Does every little thing that they hear pull their attention? A lot of parents will say they're constantly in everybody else's business because they struggle to focus on what it is that they're supposed to be doing. That's definitely a soft sign. Do they struggle to turn their work in? Do they forget what they're supposed to be doing? Do they lose things? They can't keep their things together. They come home and they have homework and where is it? I have no idea. Those are some of the soft symptoms of kind of that inattention piece to it. Now, if you take it to the next level, we're looking at some hyperactivity. What does that look like in a young school age kid? Well, a lot of times it is the fact that they are constantly hyperactive. They need to move. They need to have that input. They're constantly on the go. They're sitting on their foot instead of sitting on the chair. They're wiggling around. I think schools do a really good job at addressing this by giving them wiggle stools and different seating options in schools. But those that need to constantly move. Along the lines of that is the impulsivity piece. Are they constantly blurting out? Do they struggle to raise their hand? They want to blurt. They want to talk. They talk a lot. They're constantly being asked, "What were you thinking?" Because they're frequently impulsive and not thinking before they act. So those are some of those soft symptoms that we see kind of on those early kids. We see it throughout childhood, but those are some of the early soft symptoms of ADHD within school age kids.